welcome to Citi Field, New York's National League ballpark in Flushing, Queens. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets. It's Mets baseball on the show. Next. Jacob deGrom gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Jacob deGrom is just a solid pitcher. He's not overpowering in any sense with any of his three pitches. Good sinking fastball, 93 to 96, great slider, and a really good changeup. What makes him so good? He'll throw all three of his pitches at any time.
Coming to the plate now, Dexter Fowler. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch of the ball game is swung on and missed, and that's how we'll get things started this afternoon. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Pham with an even 1-1 count now.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strike out there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman. Luke Weaver, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good, and when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times, but it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, but he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first down. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
Now the 2-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Under it is Ozuna, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third, left fielder, Michael Conforto.
Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. The 1-0 home. Popped him up. Molina has a play, and the inning is over. Down in order. the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Paul DeYoung. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. And a good 2-strike breaking ball there, but this will wind up missing. It's 1-2.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
The 2-2. Count remains 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
4-1. In previous duels with DeGrom, just 3 for 14. He's taken him deep once. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. To short, hit hard. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 23.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. First delivery to him on the way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Behind 0-2 now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And he wastes a fastball high there. 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing a bat at that pitch.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Yoenis Cespedes. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Two and 1.
That ball went out.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Slapped hard the opposite way. Fowler is there to put it away for out number 1.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this match. And we have to focus on Matt Carpenter right here. This guy bounces around, can play a number of different positions, and has a good enough arm to play them all and play them all at a high level.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
A ball and no strikes. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Todd Frazier.
Here's Todd Frazier now to try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch on its way. Now this is chopped foul to home plate. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Drilled to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Back at Citi Field in Flushing, Queens, as we are ready for the 3rd inning in this one. Here's Jed Jerko now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Hits this one hard the other way. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting 8. The catcher.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. Lays off 1-0.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. 3-0 now.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
He loses him on ball 4. So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Luke Weaver. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. And he pops up the bunt attempt. And Gonzalez will tuck this one away for round number 2. Here's Dexter Fowler now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a little tapper. Launch to right field and deep. Back goes Bruce to the track. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Here's Adrian now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. Let's see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And there's 1 away.
Batting 8. Catcher. Travis.
Standing in, Travis Garneau. First pitch on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. The 1-0. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Garneau is retired. 2 down now.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
At the plate, Jacob deGrom. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up. And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. We'll head. Ready for another chance? Jose Martinez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Digging in to try it again. Tommy Pham comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a ball 1-0. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. One and 2 now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Paul DeYoung. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Bruce has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Net. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Hit back up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Riding in once again, Asdrubal Cabrera. He flew out in his last at-bat. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. The 1-0. This is line to left. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time. Work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
In now, Michael Conforto. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And they take the lead. It's gone. Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 19.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Jay Bruce. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Hit sharply on the ground. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And Todd Frazier on deck will have a chance to bat this inning.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Debro, with that stacked infield on the right side. You hit it through where the shift is. Have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball. Was able to find the hole.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We played 4. It's now 2-0 New York. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-handed hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Pop foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. So digging in now, Marcell Ozuna. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Bruce will come over for a look, but this will wind up back in the crowd, a foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Ready on 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Now a swing and a ball foul tipped straight into the catcher's glove as he's able to hold on for the second out. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go right there. A big goose egg in that hit column worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. And that misses ball 1.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on and a power hitter up. This is where as a pitcher you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses down below the knees. The 2-1 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Now this one's hit hard to left by Jerko and deep. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. Jed Jerko has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. High pop up. Frazier over to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cardinals do get one back on the solo home run. Middle of the afternoon here in the Big Apple. It's the Mets 2 and the Cardinals 1. Here's Adrian now.
Leading off for the Mets, first baseman.
First pitch on its way.
Gonzalez.
Fowler is there, 1 away.
Up next for the Mets.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Too low, 1-0.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Hit the other way out toward right field. There to take it is Fowler as that becomes out number 2.
Now batting.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Jacob DeGrom. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And this is lined softly here to the left side, but foul. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Mets go down. Ready for another chance. Luke Weaver will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. 1-1, here it comes. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. High in the air out to center field. Cespedes is there. 2 gone.
Now batting. The first base.
Ready for another shot now. Jose Martinez 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Leaves a slider right over the middle. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bruce has a read on it, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Our score remains 2-1. Digging in to try it again, Jose Reyes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hot shot on the ground to short. DeYoung's got it, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting. Second baseman.
1 away now for the Mets in the 6th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. First delivery to him on the way. And he just misses with a curveball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with this off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Now batting. Left fielder.
Michael Conforto will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ballgame to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. So 1-1. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, and the Mets open things up here. It's now 4-1.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so we waited, Stayed back and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. John Brebbia is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
The center fielder, number 52.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And now this ball's in the air to deep right field. Back goes Fowler, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Ready once again, Jay Bruce, 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Breaking pitch here, chopped foul at the plate, strike one. Cespedes leads off second with one gone in the inning. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. No offer on that one, 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off of for ball number 3.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
The 3-1. And Bruce will lay off that one. He's aboard. It's ball 4.
Third baseman, number 21.
Riding in once again, Todd Frazier. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch, and it's fouled away. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Hey, sped him up, slowed him down, got him down 0-2. I think he could pretty much go anywhere right here. I'd be surprised if anything misses over the heart of the plate.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
The count now at 2-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. Cespedes rounds third and is digging for the plate, and they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there of keeping it simple and putting the ball in play.
Next for the Mets, Travis d'Arnaud. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone.
The pitcher, Jacob deGrom.
Digging in once again, Jacob deGrom. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. set and the pitch. And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. 3 runs already home here. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Part of the order. 3, 4, 5 coming up to start the 7th. It's the Mets 5 and the Cardinals 1. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Up around the face.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Paul DeYoung. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. We'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. That one's in there on the black. 2-1. Had a good cut there, but he can't time the breaking ball. That evens us at 2-2.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Cabrera's up with it. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Third baseman number 13.
Here's Matt Carpenter. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Swing and a liner. But this won't get past the glove of Reyes at short, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down here 5-1. Tyler Lyons is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Jose Reyes will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. In there, no balls and a strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. So the leadoff man set down here for Asdrubal Cabrera. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Here comes the first pitch. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Michael Conforto is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. In head-to-head action against Tyler Lyons, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Mets. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
A.J. Ramos.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Jed Jerko.
Here's Jed Jerko now.
That jumps off the page at me. He's found that power chord. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Jerko in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Hold strike on the change, 2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
I'll tell you what, D-Row, this guy's been on point. After that knock, that's only their 2nd knock of the game, and it's getting late into this one.
Yeah, it's frustrating. You can see it from the manager to the hitting coach to everyone in this lineup. They are really upset with the way they've swung the bats. Maybe this is the start of something late.
He'll throw back to second to get the out, and that's going to be all they get. Boy, a risky play there, but it pays off. Greg Garcia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 35, Greg Garcia.
A slider that just grabs the outside corner. The 0-2 pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. The 0-2 once more. In the air down the line in left. Conforto is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Cards lead 1. They're down 5-1. Dominic Leone is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Dominic Leone.
Digging in and looking for more, Yoenis Cespedes. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
You know, Matt, and every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Hit hard on the ground to second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
He's set. Here it comes. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's going to be a base hit for Bruce.
I mean, he absolutely smoked that baseball right there, but was he watching it there?
Well, that was a tough one right there. You know, as a hitter, you should be thinking extra bases coming out of the box. He definitely squared this one up. Pretty good chance, though, D-Row. He should have been standing on second base with a double.
Here's Todd Frazier now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. One-0 count. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Cespedes at second. Bruce on at first with nobody out. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, D-Row, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
The 1-0 home is laid off for ball two.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Cespedes, the runner at third. Bruce on second. Frazier at first with no outs. Right over the middle, knee high. To 2-2 now.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
The 2-2. In the air out to straightaway left. Ozuna giving chase. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And no chance there. He'll make it to third safely.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And the sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. The second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Here's Dexter Fowler now. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. This is pulled into right. Bruce is there. One quick out to start inning number 9.
Now batting.
Digging in, Jose Martinez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage. And he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
On the ground for the shortstop, Reyes. He's got it on to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now.
Center fielder number 28, Tommy Pham.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Pham, head-to-head against A.J. Ramos. He's 1 for 3. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
6-1 the final tally today. The Mets took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Jacob deGrom gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he finishes 7 innings, allowing only 1 hit. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious New York Mets: 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For St. Louis, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error. They left 2 men on base.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome, everyone. A very happy Easter to you from all of us here at Inside the Show. Let's recap how Saturday's games played out. Looking first at the NL East, the Mets only allowed 2 hits in the game as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 6-1. Tyler Flowers had 3 hits and drove in 3 as Atlanta downed the Phillies 4-3. The Cubs took down the Fish in Miami 3-2. The Reds bested the visiting Nats 4-2. The Rockies knocked out 10 hits as a team as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks 10-2. The Dodgers had
From the borough of Queens, we're at the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Game number 3 of this new season between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets. Stay tuned for Mets baseball coming up next. Steven Matz, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Steven Matz is what they look like. Big, strong guy, 6'4", about 220 pounds. Throws from the left side, smooth gas, 93 to 95. Terrific overhand curveball, and his changeup is getting better all the time. Steven Matz is quality.
Line to the right side, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today. Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind. Hey, they're seeing this pitcher well right now. They were obviously paying attention in the hitters meeting. He's found a barrel to the first two guys to start this game. Now he's got to worry about the middle of the order.
Tommy Pham is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. A little bouncer. Fowler over at second. Martinez on at first with nobody out. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. 1-0 the count. Ready with the 1-0. Called strike over the outside corner. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, Dero, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, you know, you have to be really careful with Daddy Longlegs himself, Dexter Fowler. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Seared down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's full count now. 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
The left fielder, number 24.
We'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Now the 2-0. Grounded to third. This could be 2, and that's through into left. A base hit. 1 run is scored. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send and a close play, but it all worked out.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in now, Yadier Molina, and a great chance here for the Cardinals to add on in just the first inning. Ball one.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here, and they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
The pitcher, number 52, Michael Wacha.
So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Michael Wacha, and he's got a shot to open up an even greater lead if he can get something into the outfield. Ball one to start the at-bat. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Lifted into center field. Cespedes is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning. Michael Wacha starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Michael Wacha, he brings a straight changeup. That's his best pitch. Drafted in the first round out of Texas A&M University. Good fastball, not a great fastball. 92 to 95, more of a straight fastball. The curveball is good, but he's known for the straight changeup. If he brings that good changeup, he can shut anybody down.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
A ball and 2 strikes to Jose Reyes. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2. Waiting on deck is Drupal Cabrera. Full count still. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Thoughts, Dan, who stands out?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He had a nice performance in his last outing. 4 RBIs, right? Clutch hits, driving in guys when they're sitting out there in front of him. I'm looking to see if he can have an impact on this game as well.
Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Carpenter has room in foul territory. Makes the play, and there aren't 2 gone now. Digging in, Michael Conforto. His career line against Wacha. He's 2 for 4. First pitch on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
But his pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
1-1. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 1 inning in the books here. The Cardinals. So striding in, Dexter Fowler. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Dexter
ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. For the shortstop, Reyes. Scooped up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's focus our attention on catcher Travis d'Arnaud. He's going to have to step up today and have a big game for these guys. Not known necessarily for his defensive acumen, more of a big pop guy on the offensive side. He has got to control this game.
Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Here's another 0-2. Pulled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Ready with another 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cespedes on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Well, he had to track that one for a long time, and he did so while looking back over his shoulder. Not an easy play by any means, but they practice these all the time.
And it's the outside corner. It's strike one.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup, because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they lead it 3-0. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3. Due next is the dangerous Jay Bruce. The 3-2 pitch. Liner toward right center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Great jump on that ball hit to the gap in right center field. A great diving catch. One of the better plays you'll see.
Here's Jay Bruce now. As he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. A 1-1. Is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Fouled away. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Solo shot there for Jay Bruce. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Mets will cut the deficit now to 3-1.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Here's Todd Frazier now. His career line against Waka comes in with 6 hits in 24 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. Here's a cutter that's off the plate. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes now. Here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Adrian now. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Pham has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Mets draw a hair closer thanks to the solo home run. We've played 2. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Mets 1. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Paul DeYoung. He'll lead it off against Steven Matz.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Drilled right back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base. And he'll get there as he kicks off the 3rd with a leadoff triple.
Other than a home run, there aren't a whole lot of better ways to start an inning than a triple. Pretty good chance of at least getting 1 run in this inning now.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cespedes with the catch. Runner tags from 3rd. And that'll plate the runner from 3rd, as with that the lead swells to 4-1.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
Ready for another chance. Marcell Ozuna. Bases empty and 1 away following the sac fly. Liner towards 2nd. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Here's Matt Carpenter as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0. Runner goes for 2nd. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. And he's safe. Stepping in, Yadier Molina. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. First offering on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Molina, who goes just by Yadi most of the time. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big.
Carpenter blows through the stop sign, headed for home. He comes across to score, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 3 runs already home here. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch. It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
1-1 the count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Right there is Reyes. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Next for the Mets, Travis d'Arnaud, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And there's ball 1. The 1-1. He's in there for strike number 2. The 1-2. Ground ball foul down the left side. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The next 1-2 pitch. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Brandon Nimmo will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Happy to have you along here on the show on a fine Sunday afternoon as you take a look at our upcoming schedule for the week to come. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Reyes. He got called out on strikes his last time through. From the stretch, he pulls this one into right. Fowler back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. d'Arnaud leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner. tried a change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1 and 2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top of inning number 4. Seth Lugo answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Lugo.
Ready for another shot now, Jose Martinez.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down, because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Center fielder number
Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. Not what he had in mind before the day started. Digging in to try it again, Tommy Pham. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Lugo is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
The pitch. And they'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. A cold strike on the inside corner.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it.
Uh-oh, hold that thought, as this one is deep down the line in left, hooking, but it's a fair ball. Home run. It's a solo shot here for Paul DeJong. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, his first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow he wills it just enough until clink, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. He hit a sac fly earlier. Jerko in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're
swung on and hit deep to left center. Cespedes going back, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. A ball and a strike now. Now the 1-1 pitch is a slider taken for a ball. 8 runs and even 10 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Popped him up. Gonzalez in foul ground, and that retires the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out. First pitch on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Two and 1. The 2-1 home is taken, ball 3.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Yoenis Cespedes. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a ground ball to third. Carpenter gloves it in time to first, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 19, Jay Bruce.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jay Bruce. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. 2-0 the count to Jay Bruce.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike 1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Hit sharply on the ground. Jerko has it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Mets go down. Digging in and looking for more, Matt Carpenter, 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit.
Carpenter.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Down the first baseline, but this will get fouled. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Fouled off. Ball 2. The 2-2. Popped him up. Frazier waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 4.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. It was a 2-run triple for him in his last AB. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Right there is Reyes. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The pitcher, number 52.
Ready once again, Michael Wacha. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here comes Cespedes. But he can't get there, and the hit parade continues. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants a pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Wacha at second with 2 down. Drilled down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Paul Sewald gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Jose Martinez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals first baseman. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Fowler stands at second with 2 gone. Hit well on the ground to first. Gonzalez has got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cards get 1 in the inning on the. Here's Todd Frazier now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. The 1-1 home. Swinging a soft liner. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting number 23.
Here's Adrian now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field. Pham is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting catcher.
Striding in once again, Travis d'Arnaud. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. 5 innings. Digging in once again, Tommy Pham. He'll lead off for the Redbirds here in their half of the 6th inning. And this is knocked down over there.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeJong. He's got a homer and a triple to this point in the game. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. DeJong in an 0-2 hole here.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitchers were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Paul DeJong becomes the first out of the inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Missed with a slider. The 1-0 home. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Bruce on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The left fielder,
here's Marcell Ozuna. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals, but they still hold a commanding 9-1. Wilmer Flores is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Wilmer Flores. Hit
on the ground out to short. DeJong fields it cleanly. And a Bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
That's shortstop, number 7.
One away now for the Mets in the 6th, and the lineup turns over now for Jose Reyes. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
1-1 the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Here now the 2-2. Will not catch the zone, ball 3.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. No hits and 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Ozuna, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Next up for New York, Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-2 is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
The center fielder.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes.
Yoenis Cespedes.
No balls and 1 strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Anthony Swarzak enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Anthony.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Matt Carpenter. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Leading off for the Cardinals, third baseman number 13.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Swarzak, a native Floridian. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, But you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. And he is into second as he kicks off the 7th with a leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
The 1-0 delivery. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Now batting.
So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Michael Wacha. He singled his last time up. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1. Now a flare out toward right center. Bruce coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Here's Dexter Fowler now. Head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak. He's 1 for 3. And that slider's almost in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Pulled toward right center field. Cabrera is calling for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jose Martinez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. In there, strike 1.
0-1.
Just got a piece up the line. And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. The 0-2 delivery. Drives it out to deep right center field. Bruce giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 7th. Here's Jay Bruce now. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And it's 1-1. And with Adrian Gonzalez just around the corner, we'll see a lefty getting loose in the bullpen now. The 1-1 home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's 1 away.
Third baseman number 20.
Digging in once again, Todd Frazier. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Here's the 0-1. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Digging in to try it again, Adrian Gonzalez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. He's set, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but They're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Juan Lagares will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only one away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Fowler on the run. 2 down. And there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with 2 gone now.
A shortstop, number 7, Jose Reyes.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Reyes. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Mets. Hansel Robles comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Riding in once again, Tommy Pham. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Sliced hard but foul.
Tommy.
The windup and the 0-1. Ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1.
Love the pitch call there, 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone, that's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this one is gone. A home run. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep, but combined 5 times in this one.
Matty V, this is turning into Home Run Derby Part 2. Dero, 5 bombs already in this one.
Get it?
Now this ball's hit out to deep left center. Conforto going back, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. Here's Matt Carpenter. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, this at bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the sole. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. John Brebbia will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Greg Garcia is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Fouled away. And here's a swing and a miss from Cabrera as he's set down on strikes, and there's 1 away. Ready to take his hacks again, Michael Conforto, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Up around the face.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. This is pulled into right. Fowler back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Ready once again, Yoenis Cespedes, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jake Bruce. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. He's set. Here it comes. Line drive to left. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Mets ready for another shot now. Yadier Molina has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
Liner towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Third baseman.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Greg Garcia. First offering on its way. Hit down the third base line, and that finds its way through for a base hit. The throw into second, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you could see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Dexter Fowler stands in as he looks at ball 1 here, and he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
3-1 to him now. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2. Garcia, the runner at second with one away. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away. Ready for another chance? Jose Martinez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Low for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Oh, and he misses it. Garcia rounds the corner and is headed home. And the runner will score from second. And not in time as the second run scores.
Center field. Number 28, Tommy Pham.
14-3 is the final score in this one. St. Louis put up a 15-run attack on the scoreboard today. Michael Wacha gets the win on the mound. Now from Citi Field in Flushing, New York, we welcome you to another edition of baseball on the show. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Robert Gesellman gets the starting nod for the Mets. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
In now, Odubel Herrera. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For Philadelphia, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
First pitch on its way. Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in off to a bit of a slow start with just 1 win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, keep an eye on El Torito, Odubel Herrera, as this game moves along. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
And it's 1-2.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Zero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Batting third, second baseman.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Cesar Hernandez. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. He brings with him a .313 batting average. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Hernandez, a 27-year-old. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Ben Lively, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Into the box, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in off to a bit of a slow start with just 1 win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Skied into straightaway right. Williams is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. For the moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matty, I've been very impressed with Asdrubal Cabrera. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Hernandez is there. 2 gone.
Batting third.
At the plate, Michael Conforto. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Here comes the first pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner. Conforto is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. We are still scoring. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0. Skied into very shallow right. Bruce coasts under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Michael Franco.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Michael Franco. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. 0-1. Here it comes. Fouled off. Left side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
Well, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
Ripped down the first base line. And this is past Adrian down the line, a fair ball. Franco is on his way home. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. So no runs on 2 hits. Here's Yoenis Cespedes.
Leading off for the Mets, center fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Here's Jay Bruce now. He had a homer in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Bruce, 30 years of age. He was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now foul tip straight into the catcher's glove, and he's able to hang on to record the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Todd Frazier, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Hit the other way out toward right field. Chasing after it is Williams. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Batting 7th, first baseman, Adrian.
Here's Adrian now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First offering on its way. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Hoskins waits on it. And that ends the inning. Mets lead 1. We'll move to the third with no score. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. No balls and a strike to count.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. The 0-2 once more. It's a fastball that misses.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 now.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Cabrera gets to it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting ninth.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Ben Lively. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a Lively fastball.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Now batting, center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Lifted in the air to center. Cespedes is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Next up from New York, Kevin Plawecki. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a breaking ball. That missed. Close. It's ball 2. Plawecki, a 27-year-old. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. 2-1 now.
He's gotten a favorable call or 2 at the plate in this at-bat, so that take on 2-0 is probably a result of feeling like the umpires got a pretty tight zone. Didn't go his way that time, though.
This is in the air to left. Chasing after it is Hoskins. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting ninth.
So with 1 gone, a reminder that New York Mets baseball continues all season long here on MLB The Show. As you take a look there at where the 3 of us will be in the week ahead. First pitch coming. Here it is. Liner toward right center. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
The batter, number 1.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
2-1 now. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. Gesellman, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And not the kind of swing you're looking for. 3-1 as it runs to a full count now. 3-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Gonna be a tough play. He turns and goes to second, and they do get the out there. But one's all they were ever gonna get, and the inning will continue.
Second baseman.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. Rosario, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that one just missed outside.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even as soft liners fall, Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Michael Conforto is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Nick Williams. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Now at the plate, Cesar Hernandez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Up next,
so with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And these 2 guys have both displayed their power arms so far with top speeds at 94 and 97 respectively. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now the big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but that hasn't been the case. He's carving right through them here.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Ground ball foul down the left side. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Line drive to left. Conforto will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Still ready for another chance. Yoenis Cespedes, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And that misses for ball 1. The 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Herrera's there. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting. Right fielder.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter Jay Bruce. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Hard liner to center field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Yeah, it looked like the center fielder got a fairly good jump on this ball, but he just doesn't have enough hops to bring it in. And once it's by him, you know he was going to get at least a double.
Here's Todd Frazier now as he'll lift it up in the air. This is back behind second. Hernandez is there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the fourth. And now the left-handed hitting Adrian Gonzalez will get a shot. From the stretch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
The 1-1 home is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone, 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Herrera's there, and that retires the side. Mets strand 1 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Digging in to try it again, Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
And he misses 2-1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Gets a small piece near the plate. Foul ball, strike 2. 3-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another full count pitch home. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting. Third baseman.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Michael Franco. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's a strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he lays off for ball 1.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
2-1 the count. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. A little bouncer that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Another try at 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jorge Alfaro. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Phillies down in order. Halfway home, still no score.
Striding in once again, Kevin Plawecki, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. Hit on the ground to third. There is Franco. And there's one down now.
Now batting.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Robert Gesellman. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike one.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Hoskins waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number one.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Ahmed Rosario. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Popped him up, and Santana will put the squeeze on this one, and the inning is over. Mets go down. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He'll lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Crawford is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He's a second-year big leaguer. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. Pulled toward right center field. Bruce on the run. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Ben Lively. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit in the air to center field. Cabrera ranging into the outfield. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, center fielder.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Odubel Herrera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. 0-1, here it comes. And a breaking ball stays outside. 2 out, nobody on. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. And this one missed down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still no score. Digging in and looking for more as Drubal Cabrera will lead it off as we start the home 6th. Ready, here's the first offering. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Takes a knee-high fastball. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. The 2-2. Back up the middle. And that's out number 1.
The left fielder, number 30.
Digging in, Michael Conforto. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Right over the middle, knee high. Well, New York Mets fandom has really been taken to another level by that group decked out in orange in right center field. They got their name from the 7-line subway train that served Citi Field, and it's become quite a big deal here in Queens.
No, Matt, they really go all out in support of this Mets team, and it's sort of become a movement amongst fans here in New York.
Yeah, it's a well-organized group, believe it or not, that holds several events throughout the year. They even take their act on the road to visiting ballparks a couple of times each season. It's been really great for the Mets organization. Hit weekly back to the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Ready for another shot now. Yoenis Cespedes, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And that one is gone. A solo home run here off the bat of Yoenis Cespedes. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
The right fielder,
here's Jay
19.
Bruce now.
Shea.
And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this is lined softly to the left side. But foul. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the 7th. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Up next will be Nick Williams. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. 1-0 the count. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Hard hit toward the hole. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. So the leadoff base hit puts the potential tying run aboard in the late stages of this one.
Now batting, second base.
Ready once again, Cesar Hernandez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
You can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Up next for Philadelphia, Left fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Paul Sewald comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are two on here with nobody out. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Hoskins behind to count 0-2. Sewald, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was taken in the 10th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Carlos Santana.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Carlos Santana. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ball one to start the at-bat. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
He'll try again. 1-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Another full count pitch on its way. Now here's a line drive, and this may turn things around. It's down for extra bases. Hernandez rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he will score as well. And the tide has officially changed now as they've taken a one-run lead.
Number 7.
He's set and the pitch. Beaten into the ground over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. So digging in now, Jorge Alfaro is working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Bounce it to the left side. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Here's Todd Frazier now. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. On deck, there's Adrian Gonzalez.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Count still full, 3-2. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Lead-off base hit, bottom of the 7th, you're down 1. This has to be the moment they scratch one cross.
Tommy Hunter is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Adam Rosales will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. Now another 1-2. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
And that swung on and missed, so Adrian's a strikeout victim here, and there's one away.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in once again, Kevin Plawecki. He was a ground-out victim last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Down and away, ball 1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. The 1-2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there. On to first, it's a double play as their woes. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. No hits to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. Frazier is there. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Third baseman.
Digging in, Adam Rosales. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 on its way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Now pitching for the
so they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Standing in now, Nick Williams. As he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Crawford on third. Herrera at second with 1 away. 0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Nick Williams goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Hernandez.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He singled his last time up. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Crawford at third. Herrera at second with 2 gone. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Hit out towards second. Taken there by Cabrera. Throw on to first is in time. The Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Mets. Hector Neris will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Hector Neris.
Next up from New York, Jerry Blevins. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Brandon Nimmo will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Low with the splitter, ball 1. Ball and a strike. In there, 1-2 now.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Jose Reyes will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And he lays off there, 1-0. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. Reyes, a native of the Dominican Republic. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Hoskins is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Stepping into the box, Asdrubal Cabrera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in the 7 train making its stops just outside Citi Field as we welcome you back inside for the remainder of baseball on the show.
Number 7, Jose Reyes.
Anthony Swarzak enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting.
So now Carlos Santana
head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak.
He comes in as a .316 hitter. He also has 1 home run. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Fouled away. And there's ball 2 now. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Drives it out to deep right center field. Back goes Bruce, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers think, and he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
And you can't ask for much more off the bench as he'll drive that run in with extra bases.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Altair leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. Swing and a liner. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. And this will find its way to the 335 sign. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Seth Lugo enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Adam Rosales is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this. Pat Neshek comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Number 93. Pat.
Ready for another shot now, Michael Conforto. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. 1 ball, no strikes to count. That's wide, 2-0. The 2-0 is looked at for ball 3.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull the trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
It's a swinging bunt up the line. Throw on to first by Rosales gets him, 1 gone. Runner at second, 1 away, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Jay Bruce. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Just don't understand the game plan right here. Walking up to home plate, you had to think you could potentially be pitched around. But now you find yourself down 0-2, and it's a battle.
To 1-2 now. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Conforto at second with 2 down. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The Mets down to their final strike. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Adrian Gonzalez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Popped him up. Santana in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
A 4-1.
MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field, and Jason Vargas, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, thanks. Hey, coming on as lefty Jason Vargas. Not an overpowering guy. 86 to 89 miles an hour. Good sinking action on the fastball. Throws the split finger and the slider. His best secondary pitch is the split finger, and you'll know if he's on early, especially against right-handed hitters. He'll throw that split finger, and if he's getting a lot of ground balls, you know that Jason Vargas brought his A game.
With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything, or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
Rosario takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Cesar Hernandez.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Cesar Hernandez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The windup and the 0-1. A high fastball is in there, and there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a read.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First delivery to him on the way. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Reyes. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. First pitch on its way. Sacrifice attempt here. Throw on to first in time, one away. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that just misses inside. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in just trying to get their feet wet here in this new campaign as they've split their first 4 ball games.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
From the stretch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
The 3-0 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Rosario, the runner at second with 1 away. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Rupp recovers, and the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Batting fourth.
Next up from New York, Yoenis Cespedes. Runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Sliders in for a strike. Looking at his career totals, Cespedes comes into play with a slugging percentage over .490, just shy of .500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here. He just ramps up, and here's the fastball by him. 0-2. Pivetta, a right-hander going 6'5". He was a fourth-round selection back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Mets lead one, and this is still a nothing. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins.
Left fielder, Rhys Hoskins.
First pitch on its way. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Bruce. Makes the play, one away.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Batting sixth, catcher Cameron Rupp.
Coming to the plate now, Cameron Rupp, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Pitch on the way. Hit sharply toward the right side, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. Phillies down in order. Next for the Mets, Jay Bruce. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Franco trying to get there.
Well, that's going to get out of play and into the camera well.
Here he comes again. 1-2. Another one sent foul. And Bruce can't connect there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the inning.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's focus on third baseman Maikel Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it. Offensive force. But he doesn't get enough credit for the way he handles the hot corner. The ability to pick it backhand and come up firing.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting 7.
Here's Adrian now. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Hoskins waits on it, and that's the third out. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in it.
Leading off for Philadelphia.
First offering on its way.
Number 7, Michael.
And that one just missed outside. Now the 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. The 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike. Count.
Hit on the ground out to short. Rosario brings it in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8th, shortstop.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Adam Rosales. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Third inning, no score to this point. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. So stepping in, Nick Pivetta. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is. Striding in, Travis d'Arnaud as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. A windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jason Vargas.
Pitcher, Jason Vargas.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit to third. Bronco fields it cleanly. And that's the second out. Digging in to try it again, Ahmed Rosario. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly in the inning. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Up next will be Nick Williams. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Nick Williams.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting,
Digging in for his second at-bat, Cesar Hernandez. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. Rhys Hoskins would be next. Soft liner towards center, and the Phillies are into the hit column.
Well, this guy makes a living on hitting fastballs. Fall behind in the count, and you'll make you pay.
Yeah, Dan, you drive to the ballpark every night praying to get in 1-3-1 count so your eyes can light up and you can guaranteed fastball let it eat.
Now the 1-0 is taken down and in for a ball.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
The count now at 2-1. Hernandez stands at second with 2 gone. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the Phillies strand 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score.
In the 4th, second baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Reyes.
A fastball that finds the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Right over the middle, knee high.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Hit out towards second, and there's 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
And there are 2 away now.
The center fielder number 52.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And a breaking ball stays outside. And there's that sea of orange that's become such a common sight here at Citi Field. Those are diehard Mets fans, and they're not shy about it.
No, Matt, they really go all out in support of this Mets team, and it's sort of become a movement amongst fans here in New York.
Yeah, it's a well-organized group, believe it or not, that holds several events throughout the year. They even take their act on the road to visiting ballparks a couple of times each season. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is. So now Carlos Santana. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Bruce is there, and that's the first out of the inning. At the plate, Cameron Rupp comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Swing and a little tapper. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite hand and opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Full count to Rupp, 3-2. Michael Franco will be next. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field, but that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
You could hear the solid contact all the way up here, and I thought we were going to have our first run of the game right there. Gets all the way to the fence, but it stays in the park, so he'll have to be okay with the double.
Michael Franco comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Vargas sets 1-1 on its way. Hit high and deep to right center. Cespedes is after it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Riding in once again, Adam Rosales. First time up, he went down looking. In there at the knees, strike one. Comes set with the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. One ball and two strikes to count. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. In the dirt, and now let's see. The throw will go to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. One left for Philadelphia. Halfway. Ready for another chance? Jay Bruce. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A little bouncer. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilmer Flores. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. And this is low, ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Hey, D-Row, that's a one-out single right there. And, hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention. A little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
From the belt, the pitch. Hit hard down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Finally, they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. But a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. And he hits it hard to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Boy, it's been tough to score in this one so far through the fifth inning, but that RBI base hit right there is a nice breakthrough.
Yeah, it's been a great pitcher's duel up until this point. They've been executing on the bump without question, but that RBI knock right there might set the tone for the later innings.
Into the box, Jason Vargas. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that.
And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far.
Grounded down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
The batter, number 1.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Ahmed Rosario. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
Ready with the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Big rip at the curveball, but he comes up empty, and it's even at 2-2. Two pitch just missed.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And that misses 1-1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
A ball and 2 strikes to Jose Reyes. Picked up on a hop. He'll come to the plate with it, and they get the force at home. Whatever works as the side is retired. So 1 run on 3 hits. Digging in for his second at-bat, Nick Pivetta. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard-hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike 2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Pops this one up. And Reyes will take this one for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Odubel Herrera 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch is a circle change for a called strike 1. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Vargas gets the sign. 1-1 on its way. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Right there is Reyes. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 5.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground out to short. Rosario's got it. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trailed it. Ready once again, Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
Ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
The center fielder, number 52. Yoenis.
Digging in once again, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit to short. Rosales has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting.
Here's Jay Bruce now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots,
and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And then digging in and looking for more, Cesar Hernandez. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Conforto moves over. He's got it 1 away.
The batter.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And it's fouled away. Vargas is ready. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Vargas is under it. Oh, no, he butchered it. Oh, and they botched this one as it drops in the infield.
Now batting.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Runners on the move for second. On its way is pitch number 75. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Cameron Rupp. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hoskins is off at first with 2 away. Hit hard to the right, but foul.
He might not want to throw that one again. I know his timing was a little bit off at the dish, but he kept his hands back, just missed that one, fouled that one off really hard.
In the dirt here. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs on no hits. Ready for another shot now. Wilmer Flores. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another. Batter out with strike one. The 0-1 delivery. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. The 1-2. Popped him up. Pavetta moving to his left, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's Adrian now, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. Next for the Mets, Travis d'Arnaud. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here in the side. So next to the plate for the Phils, Michael Franco. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
A.J. Ramos been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. First pitch on its way. Here's a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A changeup over the inside corner.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And they're going to call this a home run. And now hold on just a second here. You can see the 4 umpires gathering near third. And it would appear that they're going to discuss whether this in fact stayed inside the foul pole. And I would guess that after all the discussion, they're going to go inside and have a look at the video replay. And that is indeed what they'll do, as we'll take a look and let you decide for yourself. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
The batter, number 9.
So striding in, Adam Rosales, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. Throw comes back into the infield as that tying run will hold up at third with still nobody out. Aaron Altair will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 23, Aaron Altair.
And they're runners at the corners now. The 0-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Flared to the right side. That'll do the job. It's in there. A base hit. In comes the runner from third, and we are tied here in the 8th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
And a sinker dips too low there.
Into the dirt, in fact. The 1-0 is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. Only played at first, so the sacrifice works that time. Up next will be Nick Williams. Head-to-head numbers against Jerry Blevins. He's 0 for 4. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The 1-0. And now the runner breaks for the plate. And the squeeze is on here, and he gets it down. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. So a gutsy call there, as that takes some serious stones to call the suicide squeeze this late in the game. But the go-ahead run comes in to score. Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bruce has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Edilberto Ramos is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 61.
Asdrubal Cabrera will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Cabrera.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Sent out to straightaway center field. Herrera's there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 1.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ahmed Rosario. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive to left. Hoskins is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The batter, number 7.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Reyes. They swing it from the left side right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a swing by Reyes as this is hit on the ground out to second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Now, beautiful look there outside the home of the Mets here in Flushing as we welcome you back for the 9th. Jerry Familia. Enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right. Pat Neshek, the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. Stepping into the box, Michael Conforto. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Throw on to first by Rosales gets him. 1 gone. Now at the plate, Yoenis Cespedes. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out.
Right fielder, number
Here's Jay Bruce now. His career numbers against Pat Neshek. He's hitless in 6 tries. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. The Mets down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Philadelphia Phillies came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory.